Today I want to talk about January the 13th, this time last year. So today is January the 13th, of course, and I want to speak about where I was this time last year. So where do I start? If you don't already know anything about me, I was, you could say, a degenerate drug addict. I was using drugs on a daily basis, weed on a daily basis. I'm sure many of you guys can relate with that if you're my age, if you're a little bit younger, if you're a little bit older. Weed seems to be very normalized. It seems to be a normal thing nowadays, and I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's not. It's not a normal thing, and you're lost. And this story will hopefully help you. So I set my goal at the beginning of last year to get sober. I lasted to January the 13th. That's how far I got. Pretty sad, I know. I don't want this to be you. So I'm going to explain a story now. Stay along for it. I promise you'll gain some sort of value from it. And yeah, so where do I start? So yeah, I started with the goal. I wanted to get sober. Now it got to January the 13th. And I thought, right, I'm going to go and meet an old friend. Number one lesson, if you've cut an old friend off, you cut them off for a reason, trust me. This was a person who I would drink with on a weekly basis. We'd go out, we'd go clubbing, we'd consume drugs, we'd do all the things that you can imagine. Now, I chose to meet that friend, and that was a bad decision. I thought, I'm 13 days in, I've cracked it now. This is what a lot of you might think. You're 13 days in, you've cracked it now, you can go back to meeting your old friends. You've got this self-control. Trust me, it takes a lot more than just 13 days to get self-control. I'm 3 months in, and I am still learning. I'm still learning every day. I'm still making mistakes, and mistakes are needed in life. If you haven't seen my other video about mistakes, go and give it a watch. It will give you some value. So I thought I'd reach out to this old friend. We used to do all drugs together. We used to drink, and yeah, I thought I can control it. Let me go out. So we went out. I hadn't seen him in months, and I thought, wow, like, you haven't changed, bro. You're still doing the same shit. I've completely changed my life. I've done all this shit, and I could see how far we'd split apart. When we used to go out, we were so close. We'd have so many laughs. I had so many good memories with this guy, but I grew apart from him, and it really showed in meeting him after a few months of trying to turn my life around. Yeah, I was still going out occasionally. I was still having the occasional drink, but I definitely far exceeded what we used to do and him as a person. This isn't me saying, oh, I'm way better than you. It's not that. It's that I had improved my life. I'd cut people out and started improving. And meeting this old friend just took me straight back to square one. So yeah, I could see the distance that I created. I could see that I'd improved. Anyway, I came out, I said, bro, I don't drink anymore. I don't take drugs anymore. But I'll come out, I'll have a 0% beer. And I was using, nicotine pouches at the time. Snus. I know they're a massive trend right now. Another pandemic of vapes. The new vape pandemic. Snus. Mad. So yeah, I don't drink anymore, bro. I don't use drugs, but I'll come out, I'll have a 0% beer. Now, that lasted 30 minutes. You're saying, bro, you can have one. Like, I'm thinking, nah, bro, I can't. Anyway, it took me about probably 30 seconds for my brain to go, click. Yeah, I can have one. But I knew that one created problems before, so why could I have one? I hadn't learnt my lesson. So it was about to spiral out of control. Stay tuned. We're going to get there. So I thought I could have one, so I had one. Cool. Feeling good. Enjoying the little fake dopamine rush from a bit of alcohol. And yeah, one was good. One was nowhere near. It's not touching the sides, bro. Just keep going. Anyway, I carry on drinking. We carry on drinking. We're having a laugh. I'm starting to set back into my old ways because the alcohol would... Because we used to drink together so much, and I put him and alcohol in the same kind of bubble sort of thing, the same kind of... when you do things, so many habits with the same person, that's kind of what you relate that person to, them bad habits. So it would be weird to be sober around them. So yeah, it kind of broke the ice. We're having a few beers, we're having a good chat, and before you know it, 5 beers in, a lot of you might relate to this. Oh, bro, shall we get a bag? No, bro, I'm not going to do it. Like, come on, bro. I came out saying I don't want to do this shit. Like, why are you doing this? Okay, bro, cool. Carry on drinking. He's messaging on his phone. You know, a lot of you probably have these friends who just sit there on the phones. They're ready. They're thinking about it already. Once they've had that first sip, they're already thinking about it. But I thought I'd surpassed that. I thought I got past this. Anyway, he's slowly getting drunker and drunker, and he's like, bro, I need a pick-me-up or whatever. I need something. All right, cool, bro, go get it. I'll just stay here drinking. I'll just speak to some people in the bar. Anyway, he goes to get it. And whilst he's gone, I've slowly started thinking, well, it's only once. It's not going to ruin my life. It's only a bit of coke. It's not going to be the end of the world. I've felt the come down before. I've felt the bad days before. And it's like when you stop doing all these things, and when you start to get you start to improve in life, you forget about all the bad times. You forget about all the times you sat in your bed and cried because you're on a come down. If you can relate to this, you've probably got a problem. If you keep crying in bed to yourself, if you keep saying, I'm not doing this again, I'm not doing this again, I'm not doing this again. And then it comes to Friday and you get that Friday feeling, you think, oh, I can go out and have one drink. And before you know it, you're there on Sunday, back in the same place, back in the bed, crying to yourself. Or something along these lines. It might not have to be crying. It might just be feeling like shit. It might be not wanting to go to the gym when you promise yourself you go to the gym on Sunday. If this is the case, you have a problem, bro. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. If you tell yourself you're going to do something, if you tell yourself you're going to cut drugs out, and then you talk yourself back into it, bro, you have a problem. And I'd like to help you. I have a free Telegram. If you want to join that, I put mindset things in, videos like this, similar to this, shorter form. So a lot of the time I'll cut my long form content into shorter form and put it in the Telegram chat. I'll write paragraphs about something that I've learned in that day. And if you're in the situation that I was in this time last year, trust me, it will help you. It's a free Telegram, bro. Like, I could be charging for the value that I'm putting in there. It's free. Just join. Anyway, I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's free. Back into the story. So he's gone out now. He's gone to get it. I'm drinking. I'm talking myself into, it's just one time, bro. Just do the drugs, man. Just fucking enjoy it. It's one night. You've done it before. Anyway, he gets back with it. I've made my mind up. I'm consuming these drugs tonight. And yeah, the alcohol's numbed my brain enough to make me delusional enough to thinking this is a good idea. So anyway, we do the drugs. We're doing drugs all night. This went from coming out, yeah, to I don't drink, bro. I don't drink. I'm not gonna have a drink. I'll stay on the zeros. That changed in 30 minutes. It's then gone to, even though. So this is another point. If a friend is, I've explained to this friend before how the next day makes me feel after using these drugs. If a friend is pushing something on you that's negative, even if you haven't explained how it makes you feel the next day, if you've explained as well how it makes you feel and they're still pushing these negative things onto you, bro, you need to get out of that situation. That friend is not a friend. And it's not that they might not even realise that they're not a real friend, but they just want to bring you down with them. Subconsciously, they don't even realise. They want someone to be around where their habits seem normal. If they go out and do that with a normal person, someone who doesn't consume drugs, who doesn't drink to excess, the other person's going to pick up on it and think, bro, this guy's got a problem. I don't want to be around him again. But if they have the sort of people that do the same things, they don't look like they have a problem because we're all doing it. Now, anyway, we're doing these drugs all night, and yeah, it just ended in another night, or another morning, should I say, another whole weekend wasted, sat in bed crying to myself. Guys, you need to cut these friends out. I promise you, it will be the best decision you ever make. Don't go back. Don't forget about all the bad times. I'm not saying think about all the bad times all the time. Enjoy your life. But when you have that feeling of going back to drugs and alcohol, don't do it. Remind yourself of them bad times. Guys, I'm going to cut it there. I hope you could take something from that. I'm willing to help people. I'm a lifestyle coach. If you need help, if you've been through any of these situations, if you're going through this right now, I could never see the light. I never thought I was gonna get out of this. And today, things are so different. My family's proud of me. I want you to feel the same way that I feel. I'll be open with you. I cried the other day on the toilet. And I couldn't understand why I was crying. This is. I don't want to say this shit online, but it might help someone. So here it is. Sat there crying. I'm thinking, why am I crying, bro? Like, you're not even sad. You've done nothing wrong. I cried tears of joy the other day because of how proud I was, how proud my family was, how proud my girlfriend is. I want you to feel these same emotions. If you're in a bad place right now, trust me, I know it seems crazy. I would think, oh, I'm never getting out of this. I'm never getting out of this. I promise you, you can get out of this. And I'm willing to help you. Drop me a DM, spit it out, Zach. Drop me a DM on Instagram. I'm willing to help. Join the free Telegram. It's free. Even if you think these things aren't going in, you might be reading my different bits of content every day. You might be reading them and thinking, oh, this is bullshit. It's not going in. I promise you it's going in. All these things that I thought I wasn't learning from, I'm not taking any value from it. I still have all that value stored in my brain now. And that's what I'm trying to give to you guys. These lessons are going in. Whether you realize it or not, whether you like it or not, all these mistakes are making you as a person. And when you get out of this situation, you'll realize all them mistakes made you the man you are today. Guys, thank you.